This question is asking us to solve for this value here, b, given that we've only got one root. There's only one value. So if we were to plot this thing, where this is our x and this is our y, we would get something that looks a bit like this. And it just touches once. So all it has to do is just touches once, or it could be a little bit over to the right, but it just touches once. So what we're going to need is our quadratic formula, okay? This is on your data sheet, so you can find it here, and it's this big, long, complex equation. So what we can say is that our standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? Now, our a in this case is going to be 3. Our b in this case is, we don't know, it's still going to be b. Our c in this case is going to be 3. So we can kind of substitute all those values into our quadratic formula to try and find it. But what's really important is, do you see this plus minus bit? That is what gives us a different value if we were to go further down. We basically find the midpoint by this minus b to a, and then we add on this bit here and this bit over here, which is this square root of b squared minus 4ac. Okay? So if this whole thing is equal to 0, then we only have one solution. And this thing is called the discriminant. Okay? So if that's all equal to 0, then we're happy. Let's plug in some numbers because it is a little bit confusing with the square roots. The b there. And we've also got this minus 4 times by a, which is 3, times by c, which is 3. Let's simplify it further. Okay, and that is going to be 9 times by 4, which is 36. Okay, what is important here is that this is 0, right? Now, if I say I want to square 0, which is saying 0 times by 0, what is that equal to? Hopefully, it's equal to 0. So if I square this one here, that's the opposite of the square root. Kind of deletes that square root there. Okay? So now we can just solve for b. So stick b on that side and say it's 36. And now we're going to do the opposite of squaring, which is the square root. And that kind of deletes these guys here. And so therefore we have the square root of 36, which is 6. Now, importantly, what number times itself is equal to 36? So what number times itself is equal to 36? I could put 6 and 6 in here, but I can also chuck minus 6 times minus 6. And that still gives us 36. So importantly, there's actually two solutions to this. There is a plus and there is a minus. Okay, so b can equal plus 6 or minus 6. There we go.